we got a pretty loaded slate here. I mean, the holidays are in effect, and I'm struggling to find the very first game. Do we have a line on Iona and Buffalo? I can tell you, I'm probably gonna lock it.
Iona -7.
Oh,
boys.
Like this is a smash spot, guys. This is a smash spot. They're gonna fuck them up, dude. Lock it up, dude. What are you doing here, Mac?
I'm staying away, man. I like my Buffalo team. I think they're getting better. They're all freshmen with the Villanova assistant coach over there. So I will take the points here. I'm not locking it back to back though.
You're a maniac. I'm locking it. It's cashing. It's cashing, baby. North Carolina's taking on Northern Iowa. And shout out to Mo Ash, man. He keeps on hooking us up. Mo Ash, I appreciate you, bro. Hey, Mo Ash, do me a favor. Send me. Hopefully you're on Twitter or X or whatever. Send me your info. Like send me your email address. DM me. I'm at the Colby D. At the Colby D on Twitter. Give me. I think you're probably gonna have to follow me to send me a DM. Maybe you already follow me. I don't fucking know. But send me your email address, bro. All right. We're gonna let's do this. All right. I'm gonna hook you up with some SGPN gear, man. North Carolina's laying 11.5. This game is in Nassau, the Bahamas there. I'm laying. No, I'm not. Give me Northern Iowa in the points. What are you doing here?
North Carolina doesn't play a team like this that runs this Princeton offense that fucks with you for the first time you see it. Better coach, veteran team. I'm locking Northern Iowa. I think this game comes down to the wire. I think Carolina probably gets out of there alive, but give me Northern Iowa. Let's go.
Money line Mag locking up the Panthers. I'm not locking it, but I'll take Northern Iowa. App State is laying 2.5 against Murray State. Get the fuck out of here.
This is an overreaction big time.
I will lock up Murray State plus the 2.5. What are you doing here, Mac?
Wrong team favorite. I told you I missed that Wilmington spot. I ain't missing this one. Murray had the day off. They probably should have beat Wilmington. Overreaction to a second half where Wilmington had no legs. Murray's going to win this game going away. Lock it up.
I do think wrong team favorite too. Just play it on the money line.
I'm retweeting everything you guys said. Wrong team favored, money line play. They win this game.
Let's go.
You know what that means, folks. That means you're about to get blessed with your speakers. All right.
Triple lock.
Yes, let's go.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever.
All right. I need the line on Morgan State, Chicago State, folks, if you can.
What a game.
All right, that's fun. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
Georgia State, in the meantime, while I'm waiting for that line, Noah, Georgia State's laying 1.5 against Little Rock. I think, oh, man.
They just played.
Dude, I think Georgia State's going to fuck them up. I don't, look, I grew up rooting for the Washington Bullets in the 80s when they were fucking horrible. I've gone through this bit on this show before. The last team that I can really remember that started 5 white guys was the 93 Washington Bullets. And they were fucking horrible. Rightfully so, just like you would assume, right? Darrell Walker was right on that team previously. Darrell Walker, I want to root for Darrell Walker. I liked him. I watched a lot of Darrell Walker in my life. He is the head coach at Little Rock. So I, over the past couple years, have purposely sought out watching Little Rock because I want to root for them. I'm not sold on him as a head coach. I'll say that. And I say that with love to Darrell. But there's no way. I know the chat's saying take Little Rock. I can't do it. Give me Georgia State. What are you doing here, Mac?
I already bet this one. They just played on Sunday. Game got away from Little Rock at the end. They're back in Little Rock. Yeah, there won't be many fans, but they're back in their home gym. Little Rock's going to get a season split with Georgia State, who struggles to beat anybody 2 in a row under Jonas Hayes. Lock up Little Rock. Let's go, baby, to start this day.
You guys don't. I don't think you guys
Courtney
watch
Love, baby. Courtney
I don't
Love,
think-
baby.
I don't think you guys watch Little Rock as close as I do. So, Moneyline Mac is locking that. I'm not. If anything, you know what? Fuck it.
Lock battle. Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's go.
Give the people what they want.
Pick Dundee is riding with Panthers, baby. Georgia State, let's go. Little Rock sucks, dude. Look, they have talent. You know who was at Little Rock? I've been watching Little Rock.
State out.
Do you know who used to be at Little Rock?
Who?
Marquise Noel.
Chris Beard.
No, but I'm saying under Darryl Walker. And I'm telling you, man. But anyway,
Just one game. We just need Darryl Walker for one game. Bounce back.
Ain't gonna happen, folks. The Bullets, the 5 starting. Look, maybe one day you'll be in a jam where someone's gonna defuse a bomb unless you could name the 5 white players that started for the Bullets in '93. I saw the chat reference 2 of these. Yeah, shout out to him. It was at the time, and look, they actually had injuries too. It was like a multiple. Like they were so deep with white players. I mean, they were one of the worst teams, if not the worst team in the NBA that year. But I believe I went to one of these games. So they were so bad. They were so bad that my dad was able to get tickets. My dad didn't take us to like, he'd take you to those games like on like April 10th. Season's coming to the end. Season's coming to the end.
Draft lottery position.
Exactly. Bullets are fucking, have 9 wins on the season. Oh, look, kids, I got you guys tickets, right? And so at the 1, from my recollection, and I would like to talk with my brothers here because from the way I remember it, they had Scott Skiles. It might have been 94 when they got Scott Skiles, but in 93 they had Brent Price and I think Mark Price. I think both were on the team. They traded in the middle of the season, right? The 2 was Rex Chapman, right? Who could actually not play any defense, but he could light it up. He was very entertaining.
He's lost his mind now.
Yes, probably
lost
true.
His fucking mind.
Yeah, I
and
know
Pete
he's on
Gillen said he's
opioids.
dead.
Yeah.
And Pete Gillen announced him dead last year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. He fucked up there. So at the 3 was Don McClain. The chat got that correct. At the 4 was Tom Gugliotta, who was actually before the knee injury. People don't know this. Tom Gugliotta, dog. He could play. He was the only guy that would give you hope. He's like, he had a good game. At the 5, early in the year, I believe it was George Murasan, but Murasan stayed fucking injured. He doesn't qualify as a true white guy. The backup was Jim McIlwain from Marquette. And Jim McIlwain cashed in on this year. He cashed in. The Sonics gave him, dude, there needs to be a 30 for 30 on the amount of shitty. I don't even want to say white, but majority of them were white. Chris Dudley cashed in. Just centers that could stand up and they were fucking tall, like Felton Spencer and shit. They cashed in. There was a pandemic going on. You know what? It's now it's broadcasters. When you see like Tony Romo's contract, you're like, what?
Yeah.
You're like, I'd never have turned on a TV to watch Tony Romo talk. You know what I mean? Like, he's getting paid so much money. There's a pandemic. They don't even realize that the market doesn't demand that, right? The same situation, I believe, happened in the NBA in the 90s with centers. Felton Spencer cashing in. Chris Dudley cashing in. Jim McIlwain cashing in. There was more. There was a lot that cashed in, and they all sucked. They're all terrible. All you needed was a dude that was 7 foot. You could have got him. There was a bunch in college. That's all you needed. And anyway, I'm sorry. But sometimes you realize the market is just fucking terrible. Like broadcasting. I read some of these people's fucking contracts or sometimes you'll see it and you're like, that no one watches the game to seek out the broadcaster, especially when it comes to football, maybe in basketball. But anyway, I'm getting away from things, folks. I'm sorry. Southern Utah is catching 3.5 against Texas State. John Concac reference. I love it. That's another one. Southern Utah is catching 3.5. I think, you know what though? This Southern Utah team is young. Give me
Rob
Texas
Jeter's
State.
there, yeah.
Give me Texas State to get them. I'm going to lay the 3.5.
Both coming off losses. Probably lean to Texas State. Don't love the spot here for either team.
Next up, let's go to Boston College catching 5.5 against Colorado State. Kansas City, Missouri. I'm going to lay it with Colorado State. Kansas City's not a far trip from, I mean, maybe a little bit, but give me Colorado State. What are you doing here?
BC's look good though. I mean, they beat Richmond, they beat Harvard. Both teams are rolling. I'm going to take the points at BC, but this line is weird that Colorado State's laying this many points.
Did we ever get that Morgan State number?
Chicago State's laying points.
Colby, it's been on the screen for 4 minutes.
Bad.
You guys went on the.
So look, dude, I don't look at the fucking screen. I look at the chat.
No,
I look at the chat, and then I look at my phone. All right. All right. So Chicago State's laying 1.5 against. I'll lay it. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's take our boys.
Let's go, man. They covered for us yesterday.
Yeah.
Can I get the line on Long Beach State, Louisiana?
God, these two teams are playing now. I'm just sick of these teams playing. Long Beach,
State
Buffalo.
Long Beach State -4. Damn, dude. Should we lock this? I kind of think Long Beach, but I don't know. They've been on a. It's
hard. It's hard to handicap these teams on third game and third days. You don't know who the fuck wants to be there at this point. I'll lean to Long Beach, but yeah,
don't lock it. Shout out to Johnson and Wales, a dental school. It's Johnson and Johnson. Johnson and Wales. What is Johnson and Wales? They are taking on the Rhode Island Rams. We don't have a line on that. Central Connecticut State's taking on UMass. UMass is laying 13.5. Whew. I'm on UMass. I'm on you, dude. Central Connecticut State sucks. I watched them the other day. I'll lay it. What are you doing here?
It is Frank coming off a loss. I mean, disappointing loss to Harvard. Is this actually? They have South Florida on deck. Frank always circles those games when he plays the Florida school. So I will lean to UMass, but I'm not locking them. Frank's from Miami, by the way, in case anybody didn't know.
Yeah. Harvard. Is he Cuban? He's Cuban, right?
He's Cuban. Yeah, he's down there with the Cubans in Miami.
Yeah, there we go. Shout out to that. Harvard is taking on Colgate. This game is actually low key pretty awesome. This is in Hamilton, New York.
It's a really good game.
I think Harvard is going to bounce back. So give me the points. Ride that money line. What are you doing here?
I'm going to be on Harvard as well. I think they're a little bit better than Colgate. But this is a good game. Looking forward to watching this.
Tennessee Tech is getting 6.5 against Presbyterian.
No. We already
this is
went
unbelievable.
over this.
This is unbelievable to me.
You cannot lay this number with Presbyterian. Lock up Tennessee Tech. Sprinkle some on the money line.
You know that. I mean, this one, Tennessee Tech is 1-4, but they've been in these games. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Colby, do you agree that like this time of year that the records are so misleading based off the strength of schedule, especially in college basketball? People be like, "Oh, Presbyterian's 5-1 and Tennessee Tech's 1-4. They're the same team." I'll take Tennessee Tech.
Yeah.
Look at the schedules too. Like to Mac's point. Look at the differences in these schedules. So Presbyterian beats Vanderbilt. That's all everybody remembers. Vanderbilt was without 3 starters. They also beat Columbia International, the Citadel, North Florida. They lost to Maine by 14, and then they beat Northwestern State, who's just not the same team as they were last year. Sorry, Mac. But Tennessee Tech, they played Tennessee, Murray State, Lipscomb, who has actually just been steamrolling teams so far this year. Their only win is against Midway, who's an NAIA school.
That's an airport. That's an airport in fucking Chicago, right?
And then they lose by 5 to Chattanooga. I mean, this team's strength of schedule is super damn good. So,
I'm with you. I'm locking up Tennessee. Triple lock,
Noah?
Yeah.
Are we at all concerned? Are we all at all concerned that Presbyterian won by 15 the last time they played?
No.
It's a
new year.
letdown. They're feeling
When did they play? When did they play last?
Who the hell is Presbyterian to be laying more than 2 possessions? No.
Nuts.
This was
Just
a
like
few years
Columbia
ago.
tonight.
This was a few years ago. But I'm with you folks.
Yeah.
This
is
go.
a team that was 5 and whatever last year.
Spinal.
And now they're hot? No way. They shouldn't be laying.
I'm with you. Let's go.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin.
I was going through our conference predictions, just re-upping or updating my numbers. We had Presbyterian pick last in their conference, by the way. So, I mean, it's a hot run, but the strength of schedule has been ass.
Noah's a hater on the hose.
Yeah, I know. He's still hanging on to that hope. I've already gotten past that. When you won at Vanderbilt, I was like, "Yep, I was wrong about that pick. I was wrong."
Maybe Stackhouse was with the hose the night before. That's why they got their ass beat.
Can I get the line on Grambling Sam Houston State? Do you guys remember when Jerry Stackhouse punched the shit out of Jeff Hornacek? That was fucking fantastic.
Yes.
One of my favorite moments. Jeff Hornacek did a hard foul. Stackhouse just turned around. Just fucking find that on YouTube. I need the line on Grambling Sam Houston. Sam Houston's laying 10. It's too much. Give me Grambling plus the points. Mac?
I'm going to lock Grambling. This is one of our gross ones here, baby.
I'm with you.
Sam Houston's coming off the emotional overtime victory over Troy. And you look at it, I mean, Grambling hasn't covered a game yet this year. These SWAC MEAC schools are covering these numbers left and right. Let's go Grambling.
And look, Grambling's coming off a nice night where they scored 37 against Iowa State.
Yeah, regression.
But you got to zig when they zag. You got to see the matrix. All right, it's coming all down. Let's go. Wheat Tigers. Let's go there with Grambling. Let's ride.
I love taking these gross teams. They're great.
Villanova's laying 2.5 against Texas Tech. This game is also in Nassau, the Bahamas. I'm waiting for SGPN to send me there. Give me Nova to win this. What are you doing here?
I think the wrong team's favored. I'm not bought into Kyle Neptune. If you want a lock battle, I'm going to lock up Texas Tech. I think they're going to win the game outright. Better coach. I like their roster too.
No. Lock
Big
battle,
12, baby.
Moneyline Mac riding with the Red Raiders. Pick Dundee riding with Villanova.
For what it's worth, Colby, I'm going to jump onto your side here. I like Villanova. Texas Tech has played Texas A&M Commerce, and they beat the shit out of them. They beat San Jose State, and they beat Corpus Christi. Villanova's been more battle tested here. They took a punch to the mouth by Penn, and they beat Maryland last game. I like them here.
Yeah. So this is where he gets blinded by his Big 12 podcast.
Let's go, baby. We gave the Big East a win tonight. We're bouncing back tomorrow.
Give me that Tennessee-Kansas spread. What is that?
Oof.
That game's awesome. Tomorrow's awesome, by the way. Tomorrow's got a lot of great fucking games. Hit me with that in the chat whenever you get a second. North Alabama's catching 1.5 against UT Martin. This game is in Martin, Tennessee at Skyhawk Arena. What are you doing, folks? Get on over there. Make sure you get eyes on this one because
I want this pilot. It's a matter of national security.
Give me North Alabama to get this done. What are you doing here?
I'm going to be on Tennessee Martin, but I know our friend has a lock on this game. He told me before the show this would be a game that he's locking up.
I think it's the wrong team favored. I like North Alabama here. I was completely out on Tennessee Martin coming into the year. They haven't shown me anything to make me jump off of that prediction. So give me the Lions. I'm all the way bought in.
There you go. You got to trust a man. You got to trust a man betting games in an unfinished basement. You know what I mean? Got to do that. Got to roll with that.
For the audio listeners, it is finished.
Yeah, that's well said. Well said, buddy. Well said.
YouTube.com/college experience.
Hey, gotta love that. Gotta love that. What defines finish for it's like if they have the the wall, the drywall doesn't have to be in as long as the beams are up. If you can see the beams, is
if you're not working at it anymore.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. All right, those beams. Look, someone like myself might say, "Well, you haven't put up the wall yet." No. That's the way the base is supposed to look. The beams are a certain style, Colby. Anyway, shout out to Noah Bieniek. Austin P.
Hey,
what's up?
Kansas is laying 2.
Kansas on a bounce back spot. We should lock up the Jayhawks.
And remember, Tennessee drilled them last year in the Bahamas. So this is Bill Self off a loss. And they got drilled tonight. Bill Self's going to have them ready to go tomorrow. Lock up the Jayhawks. I'm going right back to the well.
Let's go. Even though this goes against our Barnes in Tennessee. Scary, but give me the Jayhawks.
Mac, did you not just learn your lesson with Shaka and Marquette? Like they ate up the backcourt of Kansas.
But Tennessee doesn't play fast like Marquette does. Tennessee wants to drag it into the mud.
They don't play fast, but when Kansas falls down 10 and 15 points, how are they going to come back against Tennessee?
Well, Tennessee can't score. So, I don't know.
Tennessee can score this year, I think.
I think it's going to be a drag-it-out fight. Kansas pulls away late because of coaching.
Gains and connect. I don't think there's a coaching edge. I really don't. I think Barnes in the regular season.
I was about to say. I was like, there is a coach.
Time out.
There's a coaching edge in March, sure.
But no, he's got a point.
Bill Self had the same kind of stipulations that Rick Barnes did before his national championship.
What's the last time Bill Self lost back-to-back non-conference games? You might as well go back to Oral Roberts or Tulsa, wherever
they had a stint.
Tulsa. Eric Cooley was his leading scorer.
A year ago, they lost 3 games in a row.
Wasn't he suspended? Wasn't he suspended?
No.
In Big 12 play.
Well, Tennessee is a top team. This is a top 3 team in the Big 12.
Well, then lock Tennessee. Lock Tennessee.
I am, because I don't think you learned your lesson. They're going to lock down Dickinson too.
Man,
just like Marquette did. Dude, you not see him against Edey tonight? They hacked away at Edey. Dickinson's soft.
What the fuck is that?
They're going to get into Dickinson's head so easy here. He had 5 Oso Iguodaro had 24 and 9
Now we got a problem
against Dickinson.
Now we got a problem.
It ain't happening, man. Kansas is going to win this game by 10.
I wasn't going to lock it until I got into this spirited battle with you, but I think you're wrong. I'm not going there.
Todd in the chat's cracking me up. I'm ready for the dryer to go off when Noah is on the mic. Oh, folks, youtube.com/the college experience. And what we do have here is a classic scenario here.
Now we got a problem.
And we have a lock battle here. Noah Bieniek riding with the Jayhawks. Pick Dundee and Moneyline Mac saying rock chalk, baby. Let's go.
I'm riding with the Vols. You said Jayhawks. I'm not on your team with this one.
I've been consuming.
I'm not going down this hill again with Kansas and Dickinson.
Sorry about that.
This team can't shoot. Max saying that Tennessee can't play offense. Kansas can't shoot either. From the
I bet you they make 10 threes tomorrow.
Get it in. Their only offense is get it into Dickinson down low, and when Tennessee locks that up, they'll have no answer.
They're going to make 10 threes tomorrow. Dickinson will make 3 of them.
And he can't say Rick Barnes hasn't had a team that could shoot in 30 fucking years. All right.
Now they have Dalton Connect and Garrett and Gainey. They can shoot. They have 2 guys that were killer.
Well, hopefully they can shoot tomorrow for your sake, buddy. All right. Maybe we can
67 tonight. He's acting like they scored 90.
Maybe you can get
67 against Purdue. That was one of the best defenses in the country last year, and they brought back everybody. And they're deeper than they are a year ago. And they did that
scored more than 80 this whole year. They're not a juggernaut offensively.
Kansas isn't either, dude. No way. Especially when they lock down Dickinson. No shot. They're going to have to rely on DeJuan Harris shooting threes. Do you know how many air balls he had today? I counted at least 3.
And you think it's going to happen twice? How many times have we said this with Kansas? It never happens twice in a row.
They lost 3 in a row like a year or 2 ago. I'll go find that and I'll come back on it.
Yeah.
All right.
Big 12
no one wants
play.
to fucking hear you continue to fucking argue. We have a lock battle. That's the point of a fucking battle. You can text afterwards saying, hey, fuck you. I hope you die in a forest fire. Whatever. But the point is, me and Mac will win because I'm on part of this lock battle. And the Kansas Jayhawks. Yeah. Look, Rick Barnes. The only thing that scares me is Rick Barnes in November. He is a bit of a fucking legend in November. All right. But I'm with the Jayhawks. I don't think they lose twice in a row. And I think a lot of the, public / Twitter has been calling out the Jayhawks. I think they respond tomorrow. Get it done. All right, moving along.
Kansas lost 3 games in a row last year. For your information, Kansas State, TCU, Baylor.
And
Buddy,
what do they all have in common? They're all Big 12 teams. The
Tennessee is as good as the top teams in the Big 12.
Stop, dude.
No.
Fucking
They are.
exit.
Rick Barnes got fired from the Big
12
12.
is not getting him anywhere here. Tennessee.
Rick Barnes got fired from the Big 12.
I just aborted Noah. I'm sorry. I aborted him. I fucking
aborted.
Yeah, there we go.
Canceled.
Yeah, get the fuck out of there. Don't talk to me until you have fucking drywall up. All right. Next up. All right. Radford at Northern Colorado, or no, against Northern Colorado. This is not at Northern Colorado. I believe this is isn't this in like Louisiana? It's in Mexico, Cancun.
It's in Mexico, Cancun.
What's that line?
This is a letdown from Kansas, Tennessee.
What's that line? Hit me with that, chat. Anyway, in the meantime, Austin Peay's laying 1.5 against our Sacramento State team that just completely shit the bed the other night. I think Austin Peay's going to drill him personally. I'm on Austin Peay -1.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I struggle with these two teams. Austin Peay's been a little bit of a letdown so far this year. Give me Sac State.
All right, Radford, Northern Colorado. Can we get that line? In the meantime, Creighton, Michael Crichton, welcome to Jurassic Park. They're laying 18.5 against Loyola Chicago, the Ramblers.
Poor Sister Jean.
Dude, 18.5 is steep. When we did this on the SGP show, we had it at like 11.5 or 12. 18.5. Give me Loyola. They're covering it. Fuck this. Lock it up. Lock it up. They're covering 18.5. Creighton wins by 14. Let's go. What are you doing here?
I'll go Creighton, but I'm not betting this. It is a big number. If it was 11, I would have locked Creighton.
Radford's -5.5 against Northern Colorado in Cancun, Mexico. I have a hard time backing Radford because I've partied there. The one time I partied at Radford, I did see, it was a college house, so you had a bunch of people that were sleeping everywhere. It was like 9 a.m, and this guy wakes up. He was with one of the girls in the house, and we had woken him up in a way to tell him that his car was getting towed. He came outside in the snow with his boxers on, punched the tow truck driver in the face because he wouldn't take his car down. And then we watched him get arrested about 3 minutes later. Absolutely fantastic entertainment at 9 a.m. But I worry about Radford and Cancun because I've been to Cancun. So give me the Bears of Northern Colorado. What are you doing here?
I think I'll take the points too. I think Radford wins the tournament, but I think it's gonna be a close game.
Ole Miss laying 3.5 against Temple.
This game's in Philly.
Man, I don't know. Give me Ole Miss. I think Temple. I watched that Temple Navy game. They struggled some. I don't think Ole Miss is very good, but I'm still laying the 3.5. What are you doing here?
I mean, you look at it though. Why is Ole Miss only laying this number? I'm gonna lock up Temple. I think they're gonna win the game outright. Bounce back off the Columbia loss. Let's go Temple.
Moneyline Mac riding with Bill Cosby. Let's go.
Home dog, baby.
I'm not. I'm on Ole Miss here. I think Chris Beard gets it done. The 3.5's a little scary because it's probably gonna be a 1 possession game, but I'm still going Ole Miss. McNeese is catching 6.5 against Louisiana Tech. Shut the fuck up.
In-state rivalry.
I'm taking the 6.5. Lock it up. You in?
Yep. I'm joining you.
Let's go.
I think they might win this game.
Princeton is laying 3.5 at Old Dominion. This is actually a true home game. We should lock up Princeton.
But we got Jeff Jones as a home dog, though. I mean, they're
Dude,
undefeated.
Princeton's been nasty this year, man.
I know. Is this a trap spot, though?
You see what they just did to Monmouth?
I know, but I mean, we got ODU. They're back-to-back losses. They almost won at Arkansas the other night. I know Greensboro won there, but I mean, they were close.
All right, I won't bet it, but I'm taking Princeton.
I'm on ODU. Let's go Jeff Jones. I may lock this on the pick space. This might be a system play.
Mount St. Mary's is taking on American. This is that game. I feel like both these teams are better than normal. AU is laying 3.5. I'm going to lay the 3.5 with AU, but this is a good game, man. I'm not locking this because I think both teams, when I've watched them, I've came away slightly impressed. What'd you make of this one?
I like this game a lot. I like both teams, like you said. It's at Bender Arena. American's coming off the overtime loss. I'll lay it with American.
VMI is catching 13.5 against Air Force. Get the fuck out of here.
It's a
I'm
lock.
locking up VMI. 13.5? Who the hell they think's playing for Air Force? The hell's going on here? Give me VMI in the points. That's a double lock, right?
Yes.
Let's go.
Academy game. Take the points.
Yeah. The Citadel is catching 2.5 against Campbell. We got Courtney Love in the house tonight, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Campbell minus 2.5 because this shit stinks. Give me Campbell. Fighting Campbells. A lot of Campbells in North Carolina, apparently, but let's ride with them. What are you doing here?
So they're in the same event. The Citadels won both there. Campbell's lost both. Campbell's laying the points. Lock up Campbell. They're going to get a win on their home court.
The line makes no sense, right? It makes no sense.
Let's lock up the Camels.
All right, I'll join you. Just on the sheer smell. I don't even feel like the matchup. I can't break anything down of what I thought. Like, oh, they're going to be able to take advantage of their. No, it's just the line doesn't make sense to me.
And they got drilled by Idaho State today. Bounce back.
Yeah, Memphis is laying 1.5. This is Nassau, the Bahamas there. Against Michigan, I will lay the 1.5 with Penny Hardaway. What are you doing here?
I like Michigan here in a bounce back. This is fringe lock for me tomorrow. I think the wrong team's favored. I don't trust Memphis. Noah, are you locking this?
Hold on, you're on mute, brother.
I'm popping in to say that Doug McDaniel, higher than 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists tomorrow. This is one of the highest totals on the entire slate for today, and he's cashed this in all 4 games so far this season. So Doug McDaniel higher than 22.5. I think this is going to be a very fast-paced game. This kid's got plenty of speed, and he does everything. He's even active on the boards. So I like that prop.
Interesting. Noah, who are you on? I mean, I know you're a Michigan fan, but do you feel good about this play tomorrow? Yeah.
No,
okay.
I don't feel good about Michigan tomorrow.
Cal State Bakersfield. Get the fuck out of here on this one. Take it on Tarleton State. Tarleton State's laying 4.5. Why am I not betting my entire mortgage on Tarleton State here?
I agree with you. I mean, Bakersfield is coming off the miracle comeback win. Tarleton State's much better. Let's go. Let's do it, man. Better team. Fuck the stink.
Does stink a little bit. Stink a little bit. Give me Tarleton State, though. Let's dive into the stink.
Gillespie ain't gonna let them lose.
Noah, I see you're here. What are you here? What are you doing here, buddy?
I'm in here to triple lock it with you guys.
Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Let's jump into it. And yeah, here we go. Where the hell is my music? Where the hell is my theme music? Here we go.
friends through eternity. Loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin.
Can I get the line on Illinois State, Wright State, and Purdue Marquette? In the meantime, Merrimack is laying 5 to North Carolina A&T. I will lock Merrimack laying 5 to North Carolina A&T. Let's fucking go. Warriors, come out and play. What are you doing here?
This slide fucking stinks.
Yeah, everything stinks tonight. Everything stinks.
Man. Give me the points. I'm staying away from this. This makes no sense.
Dude.
What's that smell? You stink.
That's what's going on here. I mean, this.
No, they should be like 10.
Smashed.
I'm all over it. I'm all over it. Dude, I'm rolling with it. I don't think A&T can beat Merrimack outright. Let's go. The chat was saying Marquette is getting 3.5 against Purdue. Give me the 3.5 with the Golden Eagles of Marquette. What are you doing here, Mac?
Should we lock this? I think the guards from Marquette are going to give issues to Purdue. I think they're able to speed them up, more athletic. Remember what bothered Marquette or Purdue was all the athleticism, whether it was Fair Dick or whoever it was, St. Peter's the year before. I think they're able to give that front line issues with Edey. I'm going to lock up Marquette here to win the Maui. Noah?
Mac's going to go 0-3 betting ATS on Purdue and Maui.
I'm not locking it, but Moneyline Mac, lock it up. The Golden Eagles.
Well, if you take Fair Dick on the money line again.
I'll say this picks page. If I start having a good day, maybe I'll dive into this one. Texas A&M Corpus Christi's taking on Northern Kentucky. Northern Kentucky's laying 6.5. Give me the points. What are you doing here, Noah?
I'm gonna lay it. Mac, I'm gonna lay it, and I think Noah has a lock here.
What game was this? I was confused because Colby. Oh yeah, this is a lock for me. Northern Kentucky. They're coming off the Cincinnati loss, a rivalry loss. Corpus Christi's completely a new team from Steve Lutz last year. I had this thing at 12, so I'm locking the Norse. Colby, Wright State is -2.5. By the way, it's been on the screen for 2 minutes as well.
Duly noted. Wright State. So look, I'm taking Corpus Christi. I don't love that play, but give me Corpus Christi. Wright State's laying 2.5 against Illinois State. I think Illinois State wins this. Wrong team favored. Mac, what are you doing here?
I was gonna say this game's gonna come down to the wire, so give me the points.
Do we get a line on Virginia and WVU? Have you seen this one out there yet?
10.
Virginia's laying 10.
Yeah, lock.
Yeah. Give me West Virginia +10.
Yeah, they're going to both play extremely slow. West Virginia's going to play zone. Virginia's going to play pack line, 50-45.
Yeah, let's go. I'll
bring some on the money line, man. We always
Morgantown, you'll always be home sweet home to me.
Can I get the line on Southern Illinois, New Mexico State? In the meantime, Maryland Eastern Shore's catching 11.5 against Notre Dame, and god damn do I feel like locking this, but I'm not. Give me the points. What are you doing here? If I start hitting in the morning, I might be betting this. What are you doing here?
Yeah, it is a lot of points. They are coming off the Penn win, so I'll take the points, but I'm steering clear.
Indiana State's laying 4.5 against Pepperdine. Dude, we should lock this.
What's the number?
4.5. They're better than Pepperdine. They're better than Pepperdine.
I'm with you. Just like stick. I don't care.
Let's go, man.
Fuck Pepperdine.
Sycamores. I'm gonna take my winnings, and just like Larry Bird did, I'm gonna fucking put a driveway in for my mother. She doesn't even need a driveway. I'm just gonna fucking put a driveway in. All right, let's go. That's how Larry Bird got injured, folks. If you don't remember, it wasn't on the hardwood. It was because he was a millionaire putting in a fucking driveway for his mother. What a maniac. Maine is catching 8.5 against South Florida. Man, I'm conflicted here. Give me the points in Maine. What are you doing here?
Weird game, two up and down teams. South Florida's been so Jekyll and Hyde. I'll take the points.
East Tennessee State's getting 7.5 against Cleveland State. You remember the last time we saw Cleveland State? Do you remember this? They got smacked by Eastern Michigan. I think they show up. Man, but 7.5 is a lot.
That is a lot of points.
Give me ETSU in the points. Cleveland State, I think, is gonna win this game, but that's a lot of fucking points.
I'm with
you.
Take the points. Yeah. Take the points. Take the points.
Baylor is laying 16 to Oregon State.
That's a lot of points. And I'm going to lay it.
I'm going to lay it too, man, but I'm not going to go much higher. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Not a lock. Definitely not a lock.
Bucknell is getting 14.5 against the Bonnies. I think Bucknell sucks, but I hate laying 14.5 with the Bonnies. Give me the points. What are you doing here?
Does Bucknell play every goddamn day? This is already their 7th game. Give me the points. Bonnie's coming off the New York trip where they played pretty well against Auburn and Oklahoma State.
Georgia Tech is catching 10.5 against Cincinnati.
This is a lot of points.
Oh, man. This is his first road game, though, ever at Georgia Tech. Yeah, give me the points. What are you doing here?
I'm going to lock Georgia Tech. I think this is a single-digit game. I like this too many points to lay with Cincinnati again.
Moneyline Mac, locking up the Bearcats. I need the lines of Fairleigh Dickinson, Queens, High Point, Hofstra, Alcorn State, UT Martin, and Central Arkansas, Kansas State, Noah. In the meantime, Alabama State's getting 15.5 against Samford. I will take the points in the Hornets of Alabama State. And I'll be honest, could be talking to a lock here.
The problem with Samford, though, they press the entire game, so you have so many possessions. So I'll lay it with Samford.
Alabama State kept it within 17 with Memphis.
Yeah, I know. I think Samford's pretty good, though.
Ah, man, I like Alabama State. Check the picks page, folks. UT Arlington is laying 9.5 against Alcorn. Alcorn looked pretty good tonight. Mavericks of Arlington, though, been a fair team, or been a pretty good team so far. I'm gonna lay it with UT Arlington. What are you doing here?
I'm gonna lay it with Arlington as well.
Fairleigh Dickinson's getting 5.5 against Queens. What?
That line reeks. Does that mean Queens is gonna fuck them up?
Why is it that? That makes no sense. Give me Fairleigh Dickinson, but I'm not betting that. Somebody out for them?
I just don't think Fair Dick's that good either.
Queens looks like shit this year, though.
I know. I'll take Queens. I'm on Queens.
Arkansas is laying 6.5 against Stanford. Lock this thing up. Arkansas is gonna fuck them up. My favorite play of the night.
Mine too.
Let's go. You in, Mac?
Lock battle. Give me the Tree Huggers.
Oh, good God.
Arkansas sucks in November. Let's go Tree Huggers.
Arkansas is coming off the loss to Greensboro. Stanford has proved nothing so far this year. How are you on the trees?
I'm more fading Arkansas. I'm not a believer in Arkansas right now.
I'm all the way in Arkansas.
Let's go. Stanford. Tree Huggers, baby. Let's go. Favorite play of the year.
Now we got a problem.
Everybody's on Arkansas.
In one corner, Pick Dundee with the Razorbacks and Noah Bieniek in the other. Moneyline Mac, ride and win. The Tree Huggers. I need that line for High Point Hofstra. Did you get me for that? South Dakota State's taking on Southern Miss. South Dakota State's laying 1.5. I will ride with the Jackrabbits. No, Mac.
I will lock this. Jackrabbits all day. They're
You don't
way
think
better.
this smells too, though?
A little bit, but I just think they're way better.
All right, I'll join you. I thought it smelled, but I'll go in. Let's lay the 1.5. Hofstra is laying 6 against High Point. No. Give me High Point plus the 6. What are you doing here?
Yeah, High Point keeps fucking me up. I'm going to take Hofstra, but I'm not betting against High Point tonight.
Idaho's catching 15.5 against Seattle. Give me the points. Seattle can't cover those big ass. We should probably fucking bet Seattle or bet Idaho. What are you doing here?
Take the picks page. I don't feel like locking this right now.
This might get bet. This might get bet. Jacksonville State's getting or laying 2.5 against Incarnate Word. What am I? Why does every line smell?
Man.
Every line smells.
This line reeks. Stay away. It's at Incarnate Word.
I think there's like 4 people there. I know one of them's our listener that goes to every fucking game for them. Dude, what?
Oh, this line reeks to high heaven. Jacksonville State's lost 3 in a row too. Back-to-back road spot in San Antonio.
We should lock this.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Jack State. Ray Harper.
Minus 2.5. Let's go Jacksonville State. Let's go.
You gotta be the Incarnate Word.
Did we ever get the line on Central Arkansas, Kansas State, Noah? Can we get that?
I think it's 26.5.
What? Lay it. They're coming off the loss with Miami. What are you doing here?
Friends lock. I think KC might win by 4.
I think you might be right. I think check the picks page. I think I might be right on this. Duquesne is catching 7.5 against Nebraska. Give me Duquesne. What are you doing?
Duquesne might win this game.
I know.
I'm locking Duquesne.
Dude, everything terrifies me on this slate. The deeper we go into this slate.
For the cut up version of this slate, can we use Courtney Love as the picture instead of grabbing some player?
Golly.
Yeah,
that would be great for clicks, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Duquesne plus 7.5. I'll lock it too. It just doesn't make any sense. Take the money line. I'm with Rob Donaldson here. This is a money line play. Yeah. SMU is getting 6.5 against Wisconsin. I give me SMU in the points. Wisconsin has to like show me more than one game. They look good for one game, but SMU has more athleticism than UVA does. Give me the 6.5. I'm not going to bet this though. What are you doing here?
Same. I'm going to take the points. SMU's really athletic and really fast. I think it bothers Wisconsin a little bit. I think it's a close game.
What's the line on JMU Fresno State?
Ooh, that's a good game.
That is a great game. UC Riverside is catching 4.5 against Montana State. Remember Montana State coming off of a bad loss. I will lock up Montana State minus 4.5. I'm telling you, Riverside's not that good this year. What are you doing here?
I've already locked so many games. I'll take Riverside. I don't like it though.
JMU is laying 1.5 against Fresno State. I will lay the 1.5. Oh my God, I feel like betting it, but every line smells. This is a trap. We need to abort mission, abort episode. I'm laying the 1.5.
I'll lock it. Let's go.
JMU,
let's go. Yeah, they'll find a way. They'll win by 2. They got the magic right now.
All right. Let's go. Why does every line stink? I'm counting like 20 stinky fucking lines here. IPFW is catching 14.5 against San Francisco. Give me the 14.5. What are you doing here?
That's a lot of points. I'm going to take the points. French lock. I may lock Fort Wayne. Can't lay 14 with. Dude,
every game is a fucking lock. All these lines make no sense. Syracuse is taking on Chaminade. Wait for that line to drop. We don't have it yet. Florida taking on Pitt. Florida's laying 3.5. Nope. Pitt money line. Pitt money line.
Oh, let's battle this out.
Take this. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Out of here.
Todd Golden. Todd Golden didn't deserve an SEC job. Get the fuck out of here. Let's go. In one quarter, Pick Dundee is riding with the Pitt Panthers. In the other quarter, Moneyline Mac going Gator, Gator, Gator.
No, these are your teams.
Yeah, as kind of like these are 2 teams of mine. The coaching edges was Florida. You think Jeff Capel's a better coach than Todd Golden?
I do. Way. Todd Golden was doing the same system Kyle Smith was doing. He did nothing different. All right.
And
Todd Golden is going to be working at a fucking silver diner in like fucking in 3 years. All right. Get him out of there. All right. Let's go.
They just beat the Seminoles by like 30, who had a pretty good week. This is their third ACC game,
buddy. They have talent on their roster. They can win a game or two here or there. Pitt looks like Pitt's the fucking greatest team in the land right now.
Played anybody yet?
Against who?
You see Pitt last year?
You're going back to that one. The unfairly put in the NCAA tournament. That was
you got to remember. Hey, chat. You got to remember Noah.
From that team.
Hold on. Hey, chat. Noah is a Florida Gators fan. Hey, chat. Mac is a West Virginia fan. Every piece of clothing he has besides that shirt he's wearing right now says "Eat shit, Pitt." Pitt is gonna win on the money line. These guys are emotionally involved. Your boy Dundee doesn't give a shit about this.
I went to school.
Trust who you gonna trust. Who you gonna trust?
Pitt basketball games.
Pitt's
who you gonna trust
4 out of 6.
Let's go. Next up,
the entire chat's against you too, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, like they have a great track record. We had some fucking idiot calling me a fucking alcoholic last night. All right. Yeah. Fuck you, chat. Let's go. Bring it on. All right. Where else are you gonna hear a podcast host fight his fucking chat and say you all suck? I'll beat all of you motherfuckers. Let's go. New Mexico, Rice. Do we have a line on that? I don't have any of the late night lines right now, really.
This time of year kind of sucks for this show. In turn, it's great, but it's also like, man, we're getting the lines like last second.
Hang on, I'm trying to quickly find these.
Also, I
lines
think the
right now.
lines they're so fresh. That's why some of these might really stink. We're just getting square lines. They rely on our money to move it up to where it should be.
Bradley's laying 4 against UTEP. CBS Sports covering this one. This is in San Juan Capistrano. I will lay the 4. Mac?
I feel like this game comes right down the wire. 2 good coaches. I'll take the points.
UC Irvine's taking on Toledo. Toledo is catching 3. I feel like it's a good game, man. It's a good game right here. Give me Irvine -3. It's in Vegas. So what are you doing here?
I'll take Irvine. Yeah.
UCLA Gonzaga. Awesome game here. Zags are laying 4.5. I'll lay the 4.5. What are you doing here?
I'm going right back to the well. Lock up the Zags.
All right. I will join you here because I feel like this is just I kind of like the way they're playing too. Let's go. I'll lay the 4.5.
They own UCLA.
Tulane is laying 5.5 against Cal. Nope. Give me Madsen +5.5. What are you doing here?
I like Cal here. I'm gonna lock up Cal. I think they're gonna win the game outright. Let's go. I got Cal and Stanford on my card.
I know. A little hippie parlay. Why don't you do that?
Everybody's a hippie. Everybody wins at the Olympics.
I like it. I might bet that if I'm up a little bit for the day. Stay tuned, folks. Folks, that's our show. This is College Basketball Experience. Dude, we're at 2 hours. I'm not reciting all of our locks right now. Check the picks page. I've been talking for fucking 17 hours today. All right. We have a shit ton of locks. You're going to see it all in the picks page. We're not going through each one right now. I'm sorry to the person that fast forwards to the end. Looks like you're going to have to listen to the whole fucking episode. Life's not fair. And yeah, I'll look forward to the 1-star review. Take care, folks. This is the College Basketball Experience. And look, Moneyline Mac is on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. Noah Bieniek's on Twitter at NoahB77. Shout out to the whole chat. You guys are all fantastic. And shout out to we had some strong donations here. All right. I feel like I should like fucking give up my kidney or something.
I want to say this. It's 3:40 in the morning. We've got 170 live viewers right now. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. True. And you still don't have drywall on your fucking walls. So that is shout out to anyone out there. Maybe, you know what, man? There's probably a lot of people out there listening that don't have drywall. That's fine. All right. We can appreciate that. Shout out to Noah Bieniek behind the scenes. Cloudbrain saying we need more basement shows. There we go. All right. Give Noah a follow at NoahB77_. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. Moneyline Mac's on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. The College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Folks, We appreciate you all. Check out the College Football Experience and the FCS College Football Experience, as well as the Sports Gambling Podcast. They're live from Las Vegas every Friday on VSiN. So check out all that stuff, folks. Until next time, folks, this is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.